Super Mario Sunshine is one of my favorite Mario games and one of my favorite games period. It's just so unique and really fun to play through again and again. But that doesn't mean it's perfect. In fact, there are quite a few shines I hate collecting through my playthroughs. And that's what I'll be going over today, my top 10 least favorite shines for Mario Sunshine, not counting the blue coin shines. Yoshi's Fruit Adventure has a very simple concept. You give Yoshi a durian in order to platform across some water, but it leaves me with a few gripes. One is the stupid machine. It's complete luck whether or not it'll pop out a durian, and sometimes the durian will fall off the platform and onto the platform below, and you can't pick up the durian, so you have to ground pound the machine again. Once you finally get it, you take it to Yoshi and spray juice at these fish in order to turn them into floating platforms. Yeah, this game is pretty weird. Now, what I used to think was you had to do this spin jump in order to get higher since the purple platforms move horizontally, but a commenter named Hominid mentioned that you can grab bananas on this island to the side in order for the platforms to go vertically. I had no idea about this for the longest time, so this level isn't going to be as high on the list. The level is still pretty stupid though. During the first couple episodes of Noki Bay, the water is poisonous. You later find out that this is due to an eel at the bottom of the ocean having horrendously dirty teeth. So you're tasked to go down and clean them, which is torture. Yeah, the level sounds pretty cool on paper, but Jesus Christ is it annoying. What makes this level one of the worst is the underwater controls. The controls aren't like the rest of the game where you press A to swim and B to dive under. Instead, you can't go up unless you use Flood, and to get further down, you have to slowly sink to the bottom, which takes forever. You're also losing quite a bit of health since the oxygen helmet doesn't actually help you. Incorporate all of this into a boss battle where you go into the eel's mouth and spray the teeth. I will admit that the level is very cinematic and creative, but it's still one of the worst. Hotel Delfino is basically the ghost house of Sunshine. There are a lot of boos and very ghost-like attributes to the hotel that makes it feel haunted. While I think this is really cool, the third episode in Serena Beach just comes off as very cryptic. It isn't as cryptic as some old NES games or anything near as bad, but progressing through the level is very confusing during your first playthrough. Basically, you need to bring Yoshi to clear out the boos and the air vents so you can get into the pool room with the shine. But Yoshi needs a pineapple, which isn't at the fruit stand. Instead, you have to go into one of the bathrooms and jump into the water spill in the corner to end up in a room with a pool. How random is that? After you do that, you jump through pictures and ground pound through floors to finally reach the pineapple. This level isn't hard if you know what you're doing, but it's just really annoying during your first playthrough. In Rollercoaster Balloons, you do what the title says and destroy balloons while on a roller coaster. Pretty self-explanatory. One problem I have with this level is that aiming isn't really possible. You don't have a reticle, so you just shoot whenever you think you're at the right spot. Another problem I have with it is that you die if you don't hit all of the balloons. I guess the Nokis just kill you. Overall, this level isn't as bullshit as others, it's just really difficult when it could be easily fixed by adding a reticle and removing the Noki's homicide. Next is the pretty infamous Mario Sunshine level. The Watermelon Festival is one of the perfect examples for showing how absolutely janky this game can be. Basically, you need to take the biggest watermelon to the dock for some festival. And of course the biggest one is at the very top of the level. All you have to do is just roll the melon down to the destination. But there are quite a few problems. 1, the melon is so big that you can't see where you're going unless you stop and turn the camera or go around the melon. 2, the annoying as hell cataquacks that can mess up your progress. And 3, the watermelon is apparently made out of helium because it pops when you do the smallest of things. When it pops, you have to climb back up and start over. Sounds horrible, but luckily there is a trick. And no, not that one. When you get to the top, send the watermelon as far out as you can so you can ignore most of the cataquacks. Then just ease it across the bridge and you're done. It is still annoying, but doing this trick has made it easier for me. Corona Mountain? How could the final level be one of the worst? It's supposed to be like the most anticipated part of the game. Yeah, no, Corona Mountain sucks and everyone knows it. The first section has instant kill death traps, but it's very easy. The second section, or as I like to call it, the boat from hell, is the worst part because you have to use FLUDD to maneuver a boat through lava. It's a nightmare, enough said. And the last section is fighting Bowser and Bowser Jr. in a fucking bathtub. God, this game is so weird. And it's one of the easiest final bosses in Mario history as long as you can deal with the constant lag. By far the worst final level in Mario, but you want to know what's even worse? There are 10 blue coins in this level. And they all require the boat. Fucking kill me. This is a level I actually like the concept of. It's a reference to The Shining, which is pretty badass, but you basically fight a flat, ghost-like manta ray with some cool music playing in the background. In order to damage it, you have to spray it with water, but once you do that, you begin to realize the hell you're about to endure. As you spray the ray, it divides up into smaller and smaller ones that all shit electric slime, which causes the map to be filled with it. And the rays bounce you all over the place if they hit you, which causes you to bounce into other rays or into the electric slime. These things are complete chaos, and over time they start to chase you, just when you thought the level couldn't get any worse. But you wanna know the craziest thing of all? This is the first level in Serena Beach. I honestly feel like it should have been the last level because it's so difficult. The secret levels are some of my favorite levels in the game. They do a very good job testing your platforming skills without FLUDD, and the music is a great throwback to classic 2D Mario platformers. However, the secret of the village Underside is the only one that really doesn't test your platforming. Basically, you need these piantas called chucksters to throw you to each platform, which is bullshit. I'm sure there is some way to do this level perfectly every try, but to me, it just feels like luck. You also have to wait around for the chucksters that are slow as dirt just to get to the right spot. It's complete bullshit. The Pachinko Machine is one of the most infamous levels in the Mario series for being a glitchy mess. You are basically treated like a ball and have to get into these pockets which have a red coin. I actually like the concept quite a bit. It's just such a mess because of Mario Sunshine's wonky physics. The first handful of coins aren't terrible to obtain, but the last couple of coins are horrible. And what sucks is whenever you get all the red coins, the shine spawns in the middle of the machine. So you have to hope and pray the machine works for you so you don't die and have to do it all over again. Two tricks are to zoom the camera all the way out and use FLUDD's hover nozzle whenever possible. But these tricks only go so far. Scrubbing Serena Beach. This level was the hardest whenever I was a kid, but It's really not that bad, but I wanted to give it a dishonorable mention. The Runaway Ferris Wheel. This level is really annoying if you go the intended way, but there's a way to cheat it, so it's a dishonorable mention. All of the 100 coin levels. These levels are just so boring, but they aren't really bad or hard, they're just annoying and tedious. While most people tend to hate the Pachinko Machine more, and I can totally see why, personally I really hate the Lilypad minigame. Anytime I play through Sunshine, it's one of the last shines I do. This is for two reasons: the level itself, and actually getting there. Getting to this shine is not difficult, it's just really time consuming. What you have to do is use Yoshi to spray that gross yellow shit that has made quite a few appearances on this list now that I think about it. But since Yoshi can't go in the water, you have to ride boats to get there, while stopping along islands on the way to wait for the next boat and replenish your juice. This is so tedious and stupid and somewhat stressful because if you fall in the water, you have to start all over. And for the level itself, it's basically a poor man's Corona Mountain, which was already pretty shit. But you can't take it slow because the poison water destroys the lily pad over time. So you have to go as fast as you can, collecting all of the red coins in one go. But if you mess up, you can walk along the wall to nab the ones you missed, but be careful. So the Lilypad minigame, by far the worst shine in Mario Sunshine in my opinion. Do you think another level is worse? Leave it in the comment section below, and I hope to see you next time whenever I go over the best shines.